We're going to take a look at Galaxy Trucker, What's in the Box by Vlaada Chvatil. I hope I pronounced that correctly. It's a game for, I think, 2 to 4 players, if I'm right. And I think it's going to take, usually I guess it doesn't say in here, but I think it's going to take about an hour and a half to 2 hours if you're playing with all 4 players. So let's take a look. Yeah, it should say on here. I guess they don't. Yeah, 2 to 4 players, 60 minutes. But I think it really takes, about a full hour and a half to 2 hours. We have our Trucker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is the instructions, but it's pretty humorous. So kind of like in the style of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You have your player boards, which are essentially your different spaceships. So you'll play with these easier spaceships, and then the bigger the spaceship it is, the harder it is. So you'll have these more difficult spaceships that are bigger, and like this guy, which looks like Star Trek style. You have a space race around the galaxy type thing, which is probably my one main complaint with this game. Is when you're racing around the galaxy, I think if you've played the game a few times, you'll learn that the order you're in makes it more likely to have something happen to you. So you kind of want to be very careful with your turn, your place in the race, I guess. And it's maybe almost as much as important as building a good ship, I think. We have cards, which will be, the random things that come up in the deck, which are during each phase and each round. Resource cubes. So those are just, the resources you're picking up in your ships. Aliens and base spaceship parts. A bag of various spaceship parts. Money counters. More spaceship parts. People to run your spaceship. Energy counters. And it looks like some sort of phase card, I think, based on number of players, and the actual spaceships and the dice for randomness, and a timer because the spaceship building is in real time. So if you haven't played this game before, let me just go over it real briefly. Each player is going to have a spaceship. We can just say this one, for instance. You'll have all these tiles, all these spaceship tiles face down. You'll have your center of your spaceship in the middle right here. And you'll real-time build your spaceship with all different pieces. There's a bunch of rules to follow on how to build them, but real-time you'll be putting it together. And then whenever you feel like you're done, you can end it and then start the timer. The timer will set a timer for other people to run out. So there's an advantage to building really fast and putting a lot of pressure on your slower opponents. After you finish your spaceship, you check each other's spaceship to make sure it's legal. If it's not legal, those parts just go away, and whatever falls off, falls off. And then you go, essentially, you start around this board in turn order, and you'll go around and have things happen to you, basically, from the cards. And after so many rounds, I forget exactly what many, then you'll be able to sell your goods and determine who's the winner of that round. You get extra points. And you'll repeat this, I think it's 3 rounds. And then the winner with the most points at the end of the 3 rounds is the winner. So even if you build one bad spaceship or you get some bad luck, you have a good chance to rebuild it. But what I found is you can hit some pretty bad luck in this game. So if that bothers you, I would not recommend it. But it is a really fun real-time-esque game with a little bit too much luck. But I think with the right group, it's fine. So there you have it. That is Galaxy Trucker. What's in the Box?